What's up, movie freaks? We're Hero Lair. I'm Dan. These meatheads are my friends Sean and Mario. Final trailer for Valerian. I really hope this thing's good, man.
You've been rooting for this. You've been really rooting for this.
I don't know why. A space opera, crazy, insane CGI movie by Luc Besson, the same guy that's done Fifth Element. Really want another Fifth Element. It was not Jupiter Ascending. That didn't live up to expectations at all.
Well, what are you talking about?
Adventures of Wolf Boy and Toilet Girl. All right, guys. Valerian final trailer. Let's see.
That's pretty neat. Oh, that was just the pretty.
Yeah, it's like the trailer to the trailer. I don't understand what it is. Pandora.
Yes. Welcome to Alpha, the city of 1,000 planets.
This movie cost a couple bucks in CGI.
After centuries of peace and prosperity, an unknown force wants to destroy all we have created.
Agents Valerian and Laureline, you have less than 10 hours to find the threat and eliminate it.
Let's get to work.
That's neat. How many textures can we go through?
Is that Gangster's Paradise? Script books.
History is on the march.
It's definitely sampled Gangster's Paradise.
Damn. All right.
Okay.
Again, I mean, dance with the one that brung ya is a often used term. It's used in sports, used in business. Dance with the one that brung ya, and with them, they're pushing 3D movie, CGI feast for the eyes, insane action sequences, CGI, crazy alien character design. So that's what they're giving us. I'm gonna go, but it still could go. This thing could go either way, man. This thing could be
the problem that I find with it is that it's kind of a victim of time. Because it probably inspired a lot of the science fiction that we've watched lately.
The French graphic novel.
The actual French graphic novel. It's a victim of time because it inspired Star Wars, inspired a lot of these epic space operas that we've seen. Right. Now it's coming to light itself and it's being done, but it's like I'm watching it and everything I'm watching it, oh, that kind of looks like Avatar, oh, that kind of looks like Coruscant, oh, that kind of looks like, I think it's a victim of time, where it inspired so much that people cherry picked so many parts of it that it almost looks cliche now to me as a film viewer, because I wasn't there for the original. I wasn't there for the actual reading of it, and in itself it's time based, and it's so much. It's come after all these that it inspired. So it's and I'm the worst for that, because I always hate when people come and they watch a newer movie and it takes a device from an older movie in 300 where the captain stabs the guy and he pulls him in and it's from Excalibur, and everybody knows Excalibur, that's one of the pivotal scenes, and it's oh, that was the coolest scene. It's no, it copied a major scene.
Yeah, Zack Snyder did that twice, because he did it in 300 and he did it again in Batman v Superman with Doomsday when he pulls. But yeah, I get what you're saying, because the even though the source material of Valerian, the graphic novel, is the originality, it's so hard to deliver a visual originality. But if anyone can do it, Luc Besson has definitely a chance. If this was some slapdick director that I never heard of before doing it, I'd be no fucking chance. But
I wouldn't even go. It's just
but Fifth Element, man, from character design to flow of just the storyline, the action sequences, the characters themselves, how they acted, how wacky it was. There was a lot of originality in that. So I'm hoping that that's what comes across, because the creatures do look pretty crazy, but it can go either way, man. It could be just epically cliche and fall flat, or it could be tremendously original and bring something else new and entertaining. But I don't know. You feeling this yet? Because I know the first ones you weren't feeling it.
No, to be honest with you, I'm not feeling it.
Yeah.
And the problem with this like, okay, starting a sci-fi franchise, even though if it's a book or whatnot, it's very hard, especially in this day and age, because you have Star Wars, and people have invested so much into like the Star Treks and the Star Wars.
Yeah.
You have to have a really good storyline. They don't really show you much of the story. It's like, look how pretty this is. Look how amazing this looks. And it's like all these different aliens and whatnot, but they don't really give you like a premise.
Yeah.
And-
you have 10 hours to stop whatever force is going to destroy.
Yeah, and honestly,
universe or
it's
something.
like, it hasn't sold me, especially like, these two characters. I mean, you're gonna get, the Green Goblin from freaking The Amazing Spider-Man, and I don't even know who that girl is. And it's like in my head, like at that point, like I know who the male character
Dane
is.
DeHaan,
Like I've seen him before, but it's like you have relatively two. I don't want to say no names, but no names. Like you can't really like. Oh my god,
they're not A-list.
Yeah,
Not A-list.
exactly.
They're definitely not A-list.
Yeah, like Dane DeHaan, which is interesting too, because they didn't do like, oh, well, for the Mummy, we're gonna get Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
And it's not as if they, had to do this on a budget. Like I think this thing is about $180 million rumored budget, right?
Exactly.
And so that's the thing. They saved on. I think there are some other cast members, but there's no A-lister. Cara Delevingne was Enchantress in Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
Not.
But you want
not the draw for that movie either. Not the draw for this. Dane DeHaan. I mean, my favorite role of his was in Chronicle, because he played the. He played the guy that turned villain in Chronicle. So he's definitely got the talent.
Yeah.
Whether or not this is the vehicle for him, but you're not going in this to see them. You're going in it hopefully to get a certain experience you can't get from home. Just like what the first Avatar gave you.
But I think this would, like, if you were like when you get like a TV and they go, this is 4K, this is blah blah blah, and it's like, oh, you got to watch Avatar on this. Okay. This is going to be one of those movies. It's like I feel like it's not going to be like a big financial box office hit, but it's going to be one of those. Hey, you need to download it. You need to watch this because this is going to look amazing on 4K.
Right.
Definitely, you can see they put the time and effort into the effects. So I definitely agree with you there. And it's like, it's one of those things though. It's like you see a lot of trailers today. And again, we watch a ton of trailers. So it's, do they ever, like, if they gave away too much of the story, we'd be complaining. Too much of the story has been given away. The fact that he hasn't given away too much of the story is the only thing that's really got me still invested in this, because I want to see where this is going. Right now, it's like, okay, like I've kind of seen similar aliens, I've seen similar scenarios, I've seen similar space cities, ships, wars, etc. Where is he going to go with the story? And again, like you said, Luc Besson is the one guy that I count on for bringing a really cool story together, even from like The Professional or any of those. Like he's always been very good with characters. And that's kind of what, like, I would be upset if too much of the story would be given away. And this kind of, like, it's got me invested as far as, it looks visually cool. It's just, I've seen too many science fiction movies. I just like, oh, that looks like this. That looks, I've just seen way too many. And I'm a fan of so many that I can pick up on nuances or homages.
Yeah, that was something that with, like I enjoyed Warcraft. I think we went to see Warcraft together. I enjoyed it, and I definitely get it because I understand fantasy, and I've watched a lot of fantasy movies, and I enjoy it. But the same sort of thing is where I could, even though I did it well, and if that's your first introduction to fantasy, whether you're young and got into the game or anything, it's all the cool elements that are there. The thing is that when your first introduction is Lord of the Rings or some other property,
Yeah.
you're going to see the things that they cherry picked and the typical story cliches that go along with a fantasy
Now-
thing. This is the same sort of thing. Now that this is,
I just feel
sci-fi
like it's a
fantasy.
John Carter from Mars.
Yeah,
Every time I,
that suffered a
see
lot
the
from
it.
trailer,
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh, okay, this is gonna be.
Going on what Dan said though, but yeah, you're right. Like with Warcraft and all that, it takes from all those other elements, and you know what I mean. It didn't really add to them. But then look at something like Game of Thrones, that takes all those elements, mixes it up again, and what comes out is a great freaking story.
So it's possible. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Good
there's
point.
the
Good
there's
point.
the other side of the spectrum.
Yeah, it can be done. Yeah, for sure. We're gonna see, man, whether or not this is whether or not it leans to Fifth Element's side or whether or not it goes to Jupiter Ascending side. So
Exactly.
I'll be there. I'll check it out. We'll let you know how it is, man.
For sure.
If you don't want to come, I'll treat you. We'll go.
Yeah.
We'll check it out together. So, all right. Let us know if you're excited for Valerian. If you're going to check it out, leave a comment below. Don't forget to subscribe. Also follow us on Twitter at the HERO LAIR. We'll hang out with you again really soon. See ya.